Now today topic is root locus. Always that root locus is symmetrical with the real axis, and it will be started a pole of k equal to 0, and it is terminated k equal to infinite of the open loop transfer function. Okay, these are the very important points. The root locus will start always symmetrical with the real axis, and second point, it is start with pole k equal to 0 to it is terminated pole k equal to infinite. Okay, now coming to some important problem. The sketch the root locus of the system from the open loop transfer function. Okay, we need to find the root locus by using this open loop transfer function. Now if you are taking some step number 1, total we have 7 to 8 steps are there in root locus. Now we need to discuss that total steps in our root locus first. Okay, from step number 1, from given open loop transfer function, we are find outing roots of the open loop transfer function from numerator as well as denominator. If you are taking numerator, that roots is called as zeros. If you are taking denominator, now that roots is called poles. But in this given open loop transfer function, we don't have any roots from numerator. Simply from the denominator, we need s equal to 0, s equal to -1, s equal to -3. Just look at that all total poles and zeros from the open loop transfer function, then we can get this graph. Okay, s equal to 0, s equal to -1, and s equal to -3. These all roots are symmetrical with the real axis. We don't have any imaginary roots, we have only finite roots are there. Okay, now coming to step number 2. In step number 2, determine the root locus points on real axis. Okay, determine the root locus points on real axis. Sir, how to get the total root locus points from the real axis? Simply on the real axis, to the right side of any section. For example, if I am taking one point from the real axis, if you are taking one point on real axis, that section, if the sum of the total number of open loop poles and zeros are must be odd. Okay, if you are taking some one point on real axis, the right side of the poles and zeros from the open loop transfer function must be odd number. That is the meaning of this one. So if you are taking this one, total we have 3 poles are there, that is 0 and -1 and -3, -1 and 0. Okay, if you are taking some point on real axis, for example I am taking this point. Okay, the right side of the S plane, for example ఈ point ki right side lo total number of poles and zeros are must be odd. Okay, but ఇక్కడ చూడండి, now coming to this point, total we have 2 poles are there, that is even number. Now the real axis does not having in between these 2 points. Okay, for example if I am taking this point, now what is the right side open loop poles and zeros? That is 0, that is also even number. Just neglect this total point. If you are taking this point, okay, if you are taking this point, now right side of the point we have one pole, simply that is odd number. Now the root locus r lies in between these 2 points. Okay, now for example I am taking this point. What is the total number of poles and zeros? 1, 2, 3. Now it will be odd number. Now root locus r lies in at this section. Okay, always the root locus is start from pole and it is end with 0. It is end with 0. Because total we have 2 poles are there. Now these 2 poles are started root locus from that root poles. Now it will be started like this. Okay, the arrow mark is like this. Now at this one point, the total root locus are break away from this point. Now we need to find that breakaway point also, no issue. Coming to step number 3, angle of asymptotes. Angle of asymptotes. This is represented with TL. Now TL equal to 2L plus 1 into 180 degrees by P minus Z. P is the number of poles and number of zeros. Number of poles are 3, number of zeros are 0 from the open loop transfer function. So some of the books are saying some another formula, that is t cube plus 1 into 180 degrees by p minus z, that is also same. Okay, q and l both are same. If you are substituting l equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, we are getting some angles. You need to find that angles also. Okay, for example, if your number of roots are 3, if your number of roots are 3, simply the l value is up to 2 only. Okay, p minus z. If you are taking two poles, sorry, two roots, now your l value up to 1 only. Okay, you have to substitute 0 and 1. Okay, but in this problem total number of roots are 3, simply your l value up to 2 only. Substitute 0 value, 1 value and 2 value. Okay, if you are substituting l equal to 0, then we can get 60 degrees, and l equal to 1, 180 degrees, l equal to 2, 300 degrees. These are the asymptotes on the graph. Okay, now coming to centroid. Determine the centroid, denoted by sigma. Now centroid point is nothing but, sir, what is centroid first? It is the intersection of asymptote on real axis. It is the intersection point of real axis. Asymptote always on real axis. For example, from this real axis I am taking some angle that is 60 degrees. That 60 degrees like this, and 180 degrees is like this. Okay, 300 is like this. Okay, these are the asymptote. At which point that point is nothing but centroid point. The always centroid point is the intersection point of asymptotes. Okay, now we need to find that value also by using this formula, that centroid equal to sum of real part poles minus sum of real part zeros. Okay, so sum of the real part poles is nothing but we have only 3 poles, that is 0, minus 1, minus 3, and always the zeros are 0 in open loop transfer function, that is from the open loop transfer function, that is 0. Simply I am getting minus 4 by 3, that is minus 1 by 1.33. Okay, this is the centroid point. Now from this centroid point we need to draw the asymptote angles 60, 180 and 300. Okay, the next point, step number 5, break in and break away point. Sir, what is break in and break away point? See, if you look at this diagram, from these two poles our root locus will be start and it will be ended with 0, but in this diagram we don't have any zeros. Okay, simply these two are intersect at one point. That point is called breakaway and break-in point. Breakaway or break-in point. For example, if you are taking these two poles, now it is a breakaway point. Breakaway point. Now you need to find that breakaway point by using step number 5. Where the breakaway and break-in points are appear, simply if you know open loop transfer function having multiple roots on root locus, then that is nothing but this breakaway break-in point will be appear. Okay, by using dk by differentiation of k with respect to s, by using this formula we need to find that breakaway and break-in point. Okay, sir, what is k, sir? For k we need to find some characteristic equation, that is 1 plus g of s into h of s, by using open loop transfer function, and we need to find that k value, so not k value, k equation k by s into s plus 1 and s plus 3 equal to 1. These two total values comes to right side. Now I am getting k equal to s cube plus 4s square plus 3s. This is our k equation. Okay, now we need to differentiate with respect to x. Then we can get 3s square plus 8s plus 3 equal to 0. From this equation we need to find some roots, that is equal to, we have total 2 roots from this equation, that is minus 0.53 and minus 2.13. If you are look at this diagram, simply this is a breakaway point, not break-in point. Why it is breakaway point? These two root locus are start from these two poles and it will be break at one point. Now from this point, these total 2 points are away from that point. Now that point is called breakaway point. Now you need to find that breakaway point value by using this total calculation. That value is, exact value is minus 0.53 only, not minus 2.13. Sir, why? Simply in between 0 and minus 1, the point 0 minus 0.53 is exist, not minus 2.13 not existed in between 0 and 1. If you are taking minus 2.13, I think maybe in between minus 1 to minus 3, if you are taking this point, that is minus 2.13, the right side of the pole sign zeros must be odd number actually, but in this open loop transformation, if you taking some point, the poles and zeros are even by using this total point. Okay, that's why we are not consider minus 2.13, we are consider only minus 0.53. Now these are exact breakaway point by using this open loop transfer function. The next one, step number 3. In this step number 3, we need to find angle of departure, angle of arrival by using these two formulas. Sir, what about angle of departure and angle of arrival? These steps is appear whenever we are having imaginary roots. Whenever we are having imaginary roots from the open loop transfer function, then the step number 3 will be exist. But in this given problem, we don't have any imaginary roots. Already we have some finite roots, that is 0 and minus 1, minus 3. Just simply we need to neglect this total step number 6 from this problem, because of there is no imaginary roots in our open loop transfer function. Okay, if any one of the imaginary roots are appear, simply we need to find first pi. Okay, by using these two this formula, that is angle of poles minus angle of 0 with respect to imaginary roots, and just find that pi value and substitute that pi value in these formulas. Okay, then we can get angle of arrival, angle of departure. Okay, now the next one is step number 7. Point the point of intersection of root locus. Sir, where the root locus is touches on imaginary axis, that point is called point of intersection. Okay, where the root locus is touch on the imaginary axis, now that point is called point of intersection. See, we need to find the total s terms by using characteristic equation, that is g of s h of s plus 1. Now we need to find that total term characteristic equation by using this formula, the characteristic equation formula. Solving the above equal characteristic equation by using RH criteria method, that is S3 and S2, S1 and S0. You know already very well. Already some of the previous classes are explained about stability concepts also. You know already what is what of RH criteria. Okay, from the RH criteria we have some value that k equal to 12. By using these, if you are taking auxiliary equation from 4s square plus k equal to 0, if you are substituting the 12 value in this, then we can get some roots, that is equal to s plus or minus s equal to plus or minus 1 plus 732j. That is the intersection points of imaginary axis. Okay, where the root locus is touches on imaginary axis, that point is called plus 1.732j and minus 1.732j. Now coming to the exact figure of root locus. If you are observing carefully in this total root locus diagram, this is a centroid point. From the centroid point I am taking some angles, that is 60, 180 and 300 angles. Now this is nothing but breakaway point. From this breakaway point we need to draw some root locus diagram. Now if you are drawing that total root locus, simply the total root locus is touches on imaginary axis at minus 1.732. okay, in positive side. Coming to negative side, that same root locus is touches at minus 1.732j. okay, this is our breakaway point. This is centroid point. From the centroid point I am taking some angles, asymptote angles. Okay, this is nothing but intersection point. This is a total figure of this total open loop transfer function by using some steps.